continuing with our pre-cuts, I've got some 4.5-inch squares of this pink, a white, and black, white, and pink, and the white's got a kind of a white on white design. Putting it together, we can make a 9-patch. And we can just put those together, and that's what it can look like. We could put borders on them in between to break up each square. And oh, that's real pretty. It's really nice. Makes for a nice blanket. It's a fair amount of work. Be a nice gift. But let's step it up a notch. Be right back to show you what else we can do. So you've got your square, your 9-patch. The next thing you're going to do is find your halfway mark. And mine are 4 inches. Okay, because I used a 4.5-inch square to begin with. A 1/4 inch here seam, a 1/4 inch here seam, so this should be 4 inches. And it is. Boom. And then we'll look at that one. Boom. So we are going to find our halfway point, and you're going to cut it this way. So we'll cut it. Ta! Next step. So we're going to cut it, the halfway point, this way. So we have 4 pieces. And just so you know, this was really, really tough for me. Taking something I'd worked on, I'd cut it out, I got it together, it looked good, and then I cut it up. It just makes no sense. But wait, there's more. So you're going to take this one and switch it this way. This one and switch it this way. Now look at your square, at your block. Looks complicated. So we went from this to this. Now all you need to do, sew these together. Sew these together. I like to use my piecing foot. This is one of my very good friends. My husband, to make my life easier, I have got a machine downstairs and a machine upstairs. So while we're homeschooling, I can still be sewing if that's what I want to do. And going from machine to machine, sometimes there's a little difference, but with my piecing foot, doesn't matter. I can go from machine to machine. As long as I'm using my little piecing foot, I'm good to go. Alright, so I like to pin. You don't have to. That is entirely up to you, whatever's easiest for you. I have found if I don't pin, then things slip and I don't get a good even seam and things get crooked and it just doesn't look as sharp for me. If you can do it without pinning, more power to you. So let's pin these, take them to the machine, and then we'll see what's next. Why don't you enjoy this little clip while you wait? Well, there is our chicken, or our chickens. There are our chickens. And this is their first experience with snow. And so far, it's not freaking them out too much. In fact, it's not phasing them at all. No problems with them. We got Ginger there. She's our Rhode Island Red. 2 black Americanas. And I can't remember which is which or what we named them. That brown one there, that's Tiger. That's supposed to be an American. And then we've got two Buff Orpingtons. One is Kaz and one is Nugget. Yeah, the kids all helped name them, and Daddy named the Nugget one. Thought he was being cute and funny. Well, we'll see if the snow keeps up. Come out and see what else they think of this, of the sky falling. The sky is falling, the sky is falling. Well, I hope you enjoyed that little clip. So now we've got two pieces, and I have pressed towards the dark so that when I flip it over, I'm just going to nestle those in. Very important. And again, I pin. To make sure that my seams are all coming up beautifully together. And we sew that down. I want to show you my 1/4 inch foot in action here. They're not terribly expensive, but they are a wonderful little tool and really helps. So when you get it in there, make sure your needle's in the center, otherwise you're going to break your needle. And then just stitch it down. Not going over your pins. So I'm going to take that one out. Now I can take that one out. And that should have gotten my little corner there nice. I like to make sure that my seams stay flat, but they don't always. And I am basically self-taught. I still consider myself something of a beginner. So let's press. And now we have a very different looking square. Again, I just want to point out we started with this, and by cutting, and flipping, we now have this. So we went from this being our finished product to this. Totally different quilts. And it looks complicated, but you and I know it really wasn't. Isn't that beautiful? That clever? The things that you can do. So I hope you have enjoyed this video. I hope it has helped you take your sewing just up a little notch. And again, don't be intimidated. I'm basically a beginner. I am basically self-taught. I've had one class at a sewing machine center. For the most part, I see something that I want to do, and then I figure out how to do it. May not be doing it the right way, but I kind of like the results. So don't feel hot and bothered that you have to follow the rules. Enjoy, learn, and grow. And don't be afraid. Remember, a life lived in fear is a life half lived. Don't be afraid to try new things. Hope y'all are having a wonderful day, and I hope you will subscribe, and that way I can keep practicing. We'll keep having a reason to go to Joann's and Betty's Quilt Shop and Hyder Hangout and Lana's, Pins and Needles, Time to Sew and It's Sew Time, The Sew and Sew, some wonderful shops, and independently owned here. Obviously not Joann's, but the other ones. Love supporting independent business owners. Love going in and talking to them. I learned so much from them. And if you watch my videos, then I will have a reason to ask my husband to take me out to these places. And I will have an excuse to keep buying beautiful fabric. So please, 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 if you are a fabricaholic and you like fabric, you like to pet it, please subscribe so I can keep having a reason to go buy more. Okay? It'll be our secret. And here is my finished quilt top. And I think it may need maybe a gray and pink border. And then it'll just need quilting and backing. So that is what you can do if you're so inclined. Definitely does not look like the standard 9 patch. It certainly stepped it up a bit. And I will guarantee you everyone will think that you are just an amazing sewist with this pattern. And you and I will know it was very simple and very nice. Till next time, have a great day. Remember, a life lived in fear is a life half lived. This is Crazy Dave Screw signing off.